Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. Today, I'm going to be covering the Tier 9 Premium Battleship, the Missouri. Why am I covering Missouri? Because apparently it's going to be available for sale for 19,000 doubloons. We'll talk about how you're supposed to get it at the end of the video, because then I can go through the actual name of it. But basically, I think you have to complete a set of missions or do the campaign or something, and then you will unlock the ability to buy the Missouri with doubloons. It's, I think, 19,000 doubloons. But like I said, we'll take a look at the armory prices and everything after the game is done. For now, by the way, the ship build I'm going to be using is this. So feel free to pause the video and take a look at the ship build. But let's get back into the game and say hi to the players. And yes, I am playing live commentary. Shocking indeed. We haven't had a live commentary game in a while, but this is the Missouri. So what is up with the Missouri? Why did everyone want to have the Missouri? Why should you want to get the Missouri now? Maybe not, but it's good, I guess. Listen, so basically everyone wanted Missouri in the past. I got it originally, of course, when it was available for 750,000 free XP, which was incredibly, well, actually hard to get back then, but looking at how easy it is to get free XP now, it's pretty easy to get if it was available for that price, which it's not. But 750,000 free XP originally, and it used to be a huge credit printer. Now, the version I'm playing, of course, is the original Missouri, since I got it originally, so it is going to still print those big credits. The Missouri you're going to be buying, if you do choose to buy it, at 19,000 doubloons, if you do unlock it, of course, that one will not have the super credits. It's just going to have the standard tier 9 premium battleship sort of credit output, which still isn't bad, but of course it's nothing compared to the original. And I am full broadside to an incomparable. Here we go, guys. He was stealth, of course, as we know, 10-kilometer detection. Okay, we don't get hugely one shot at least, and maybe we can give him a return salvo there. I want to get on the rock. The only problem with getting on the rock here is it's a CV game, but I can't really turn out right now. I'm not legally allowed, so we're not going to be doing that. We're going to turn into the rock, maybe play a bit more aggressive. My train of thought, I forgot. Oh yes, Missouri was a credit printer back in the day. Of course, it still is for those of you who had Missouri originally and, well, just kept it, of course. But what is the other aspect of Missouri which might inspire you to get it? It's the radar. Of course, it's a tier 9 battleship with radar. It has 9.5 kilometer radar, so it's not that full 10-kilometer American Buffalo radar, but you do get a 9.5 kilometer radar with full duration 42 seconds in this case, because I do have slot 2 radar mod. I'm just trying to get some shots out. So you do get that radar, which is nice for certain situations, but you have to keep in mind that, well, you might get baited into playing overly aggressive with Missouri because it has radar. For example, you're like, oh, it has radar, so I should realistically play it in the cap or close to the cap. But you also have to keep in mind that you are a battleship at the end of the day, which means if you play too aggressive, you are going to get focus fired, you're still going to get shot at, and you will burn. So you have to be really careful. Whilst it does have radar, it's more like a ultra defensive tool in specific situations rather than it's something you need to force yourself into using all the time. Because if you're just going to force yourself into using that radar, like I said, you're just going to end up dying and you'll probably be less useful for your team. Now, in this case, we are losing the game a bit. But there's not much we can do in this position. We can't really push up into B because we will get focus fired by that Mecklenburg incomparable. I might even get single launch torp by the Minotaur, so I have to be really careful about that. There is good news, though. There is a Cyclone coming in 2 minutes, so hopefully we can make use of that. This Petro will create issues for us long term. Maybe the Schlieffen can start shooting at him with his secondary guns. But for now, we're going to try to shoot these things. Now, forgive me for my poor aim here, guys. As you know, I haven't played the game in a lot of time, I guess. But we'll try our best to get some good shots in. Now, you see me playing pre-kited, which could be seen as, well, playing it badly, but, well, we can't really push up. It is a super ship game at the end of the day. And there is a Petro there, so if you see me pushing up here, I will be broadside to this Petro. And of course, there's a Yamagiri on the other side, which is going to cross and come back at us. So we also have to keep that in mind. It is quite unfortunate that we did get a bottom tier matchmaking game. But that's kind of tier 9 for you guys. You're going to have to expect to get such matchmaking. And you can't expect to get tier 7s all the time. Well, if you get tier 7s, you're going to do pretty well overall. But in this case, I don't think we're going to be able to do much. Incomp went south of B, so we might actually... But we have to keep in mind he's aiming at me right now, so he's trying to get a shot. He turned his gun, so we're just going to turn full broadside to him and hope he doesn't one-shot me. We are dark after shooting. Maybe I try get into B cap. Problem is, if we get into B cap, again, lots of problems. We might just die. Incomp just got one shot. That's a bit surprising. I'm surprised we're not really touching C. Oh, nothing. There's a Moskva there. We can't really do anything about it, I guess. It's a bit hard, I guess, this match. We do have the ability to push A, because it is just a Fletcher, and we do have 3 full HP ships, so maybe we have a chance of doing that. I'm going to try get into B cap for now. The problem is, another one, of course, there's a lot of problems, is it is a CV game. So CV can just end up spotting me, for example, and, well, since I'll be bowing here to Yamagiri, Hanover, Maine, they're all gonna shoot me. As you can see, they're already shooting me. So we have to play a bit more cautious, I think. I don't really want to go directly into B. I don't think that would be a great idea. What we could do is go to the direction of the Petro, maybe, and start pushing from south. Or we just wait for the Cyclone to come in and hope the Yamagiri doesn't end up YOLO torping me. Because I do think he's full HP right now. I'm not really sure. But we are getting into the C cap, which is nice. Yamagiri's up there, actually. So I'm just going to get into B. The Cyclone is coming in. Problem is, CV is starting to drop me. But it's okay. We'll just try our best to minimize the damage intake from the CV. And, of course, try to get into the cap. And contest this cap so we get some points. The game isn't over till it's over, right? We're getting torped. I'm having to go full broadside here to battleships. Okay, one of the torps didn't arm, which is nice. We slowed down in time to dodge the main's salvo, which is also extremely nice. And it looks like the CV lost his entire squad there. I'm going to ask my CV nicely for fighter planes, potentially. Can I get fighters, please? Strength to cap B. Okay, Minotaur got one shot. That's really nice. Probably due to our CV spotting, actually. So that's really good as well. He is going to put a fighter on me, which is nice. We might take some damage, of course, with this drop. Yeah, big damage taken, but that's okay. I'm going to try stay dark. Should I? I guess I can shoot. The Cyclone's going to hit anyway, right? Ooh, broadside is a mo. Gonna try get a shot, a quick shot on him. The fighters are up, but these are skip bombers, unfortunately, so I'm not really sure if the fighters is gonna help us a lot, but at least he gave it to us, so we're gonna give him a little old compliment for at least trying to help us in our time of need right now. Turn into the bombers. I don't have DCP available, unfortunately, so it's probably gonna be triple permafire, and as I said, it is one fire, which isn't too bad at least. But the CV is going to permanently drop me all game. So I don't think I can do anything about it. Most unfortunate of situations. What we could do is try to bow into him. But if we bow into that CV, well, we're probably just... well, actually, we can. That's all we can do, is point towards him. But he's going to lead us into his team, and we'll probably just end up dying, unfortunately. Kinda is what it is. My A is on. We try our best. Slow down and turn in, guys. The only thing we can do against skip bombers here. Oh, another fire. How exciting. Always permanently on fire, guys. We do have a heal in 20 seconds. Oh, there's the torps we talked about before of the Yamagiri. We do have a heal in 10 seconds, but I believe he's just going to torp me or whatever. He's going to do bombs, torps, anything he has. Plus, these ships are coming this way probably, so I'll probably end up dying to them, but I'm not really sure. 10 seconds till we get the cap, though. Oh! Izumo's coming. Can we get the cap? Can we get the cap? I'm letting this fire burn just in case I get flooded after, because I just don't wanna die if possible. We can use radar here. The only time we're using radar so far is to spot a battleship. The Yamagiri looks like he died, which is pretty good. Oh, we got the Citadel. We'll probably end up dying here. We did get a flood. I didn't even notice, unfortunately. But anyway, we do have the 30-second DCP now. Which is nice, because we're going to need it against these ships. I'm going to go full broadside to the enemy battleships and hope I don't die, guys. Shocking. Why would you go full broadside to the battleships, Malta? Because, I want to get away from the CV's bombers, guys. And I'm panicking. Can't really do much. And we're losing the game, so help. No, my radar's off. There goes my spotting. I'm going to keep turning and turning away, hopefully here. Away from the CV if possible. We do have Moskva AA coverage now, so we're going to have some backup support. What's going on up there? That Montana and Moskva are fighting each other. I wonder if our Montana can get a drive-by on that Moskva if possible. We need to also turn the other way still, because the CV will get another squadron off. And is it coming this way? Luckily not. I'm sorry this seems a bit random right now. We're not able to do much. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy the CV spotted that Hanover for me. That would have been bad news if he just came in and spotted me straight away. We gotta heal in 4 seconds. Now, I know that this is a bit random, guys, but live commentary games are a bit harder to... well, I'm not gonna show you probably a win here in this case, but they are a bit harder to showcase a win on because it is random. Whilst when it's picked, I can just pick a win, right? But more importantly, it is what it is. At least it gives you a more realistic expectation of the ship, I guess. And I hope you enjoy the video regardless. In this case, I'm walking away because I have one extra heal after this one. So I'm going to try to get that before I play and shoot anymore. Now, it can be seen as a bit boring in this case. But like I said, since it's not a guaranteed win, we can't like run it down for damage. We can realistically because no one's stopping us. But... it's better if we can try live a bit longer. Maybe. I mean, this could result in me just getting dropped by the CV. I'm going to try blind fire this Hanover here. I'm waiting for him on the minimap. Uh-oh. The CV is going to drop me again, which is a bit unfortunate. Most unfortunate. But luckily, we've got superior American anti-aircraft abilities, which we are sectoring right now. How much AA guns? I have 100% AA. Oh, we just smashed his planes. We got 2 after he dropped. He only got 13,000 damage on me in return, which is pretty fair. So we're gonna probably be alive for another drop, maybe 1 or 2 drops maximum. I can't really do much anymore. We do have 138,000 damage right now. All we can do maybe is just blind fire things. Something I didn't make use of this game was high explosive. I think you should be making use of a mix of armor piercing and high explosives. With the Missouri, because you have 406mm guns, you're not going to overmatch everything. And against specifically high armored targets, in this game we mostly dealt with full broadside targets, so it wasn't that bad. But when you're dealing with armored targets, it's better to just shoot HE if they're bowing, of course, because you can actually get fires, which are pretty useful. I'm trying to use the CV and the Jinan for AA coverage. Now I know there's a minute left. Oh, there's a minute left. I didn't even pay attention to that. It's game over. Unfortunate. I should have ran it down, guys, but I didn't. I should have ran it down for damage. Now there's only 1 minute left and the Cyclone's not going to clear in time. What we can do is blind fire. Oh, we can't because the Mecklenburg turned away, which is fair. He wants to avoid the CV as well. Kinda is what it is. I don't think we win the game here if I play super aggressive. What I can say is we could have gotten probably at least 10, 15, 30,000 more damage maximum maybe this game if we did run it down. We do have to keep in mind though, we were very low. We did heal up to 28,000, but we were at 13,000. So if I was actually bow in running at them, their CV would have probably torped me out or something. But I guess it is wasted HP. We do have 28,000 HP left. So we kind of wasted our life almost. But we did try to cap B alone, so... at least we tried doing something, which we managed somehow. I'm kind of surprised we managed to cap B. But that's probably because of the Cyclone. So this was the Missouri game. Sadly, a big loss, unfortunately. But yeah. Don't think we do much more. They're all invisible. Boom. Get one more shot off before the game ends. Looks like the Cyclone is clearing now. Unfortunately, right as the game is ending, we get one overpen, and that's game. So we ended up doing 145,976 damage, 1 Citadel hit, 68 shell hits, 1 cap, 22 planes shot down, Dreadnought, 2.4 million credits, 5.7k XP, and 6.9k free XP. Now you're wondering why I have so many credits on a loss. That's because I'm using red boosters because I'm trying to do the dockyard mission. We did end up getting top of the team, surprisingly. I don't know how. We're going to compliment the Genon for shooting down 34 planes. But I'm surprised I got top of the team here because it felt like I didn't really do much. We got 48k on the main, 39k on the Izumo, 21k on Hanover, 13k on Incomp, 13k on Petro, 7k on the Mecklenburg, and 1k on the things here, the cruisers, and 22 planes shot down. We did take 130,000 HP ourselves. I mean, still not a bad match. We got good damage for a tier 9 battleship, but we did end up losing there. For my commander build, we've got Preventative Maintenance, Gun Feeder, Grease the Gears, Brisk, Adrenaline Rush, Concealment Expert, Fire Prevention Expert, and Emergency Repair Expert. For my equipment, I've got Artillery Plotting Room Mod 2, Concealment System Mod 1, Prop Mod 1, Artillery Plotting Room Mod 1, Surveillance Radar Mod 1, and Damage Control Party Mod 1. For the Armour Layout first, we've got 32mm nose armor, 32 deck and side armor, and then 32 aft armor, which gives us pretty decent armor overall. It's not crazy good, but it's actually pretty decent for tier 9, especially when you're fighting things like tier 7s. For the camouflage, we've got a few, but we'll use this one for example. So we've got the default camo. You actually get 2 default camos on Missouri, which is really nice. So you get to pick. Somewhat historical one, this one. This one's also actually a historical one, I believe. This is the one I enjoy playing with normally. I think it looks really cool. And then we've also got the alternate versions of both of them. Looks like this. And we also, for me, I have the festive Missouri one, which has the battle stars and some cool American things on it. It's really nice and has a little Missouri on the back. So pretty cool. And of course, Missouri does get the battleship number 63 with the American flag on its turret number 1, which is really cool, I think. For the price of the Missouri, if we go in the armory, now this is a bit hard to find. I think maybe not, we'll see. And we scroll down to in the name to tomorrow at the top. You click show. You scroll down to the bottom and we find the Missouri and Missouri Festive. So you get the camouflage available for 5,000 doubloons, which I don't think you should get. But you have the Missouri itself available here for 19,296 doubloons. So if we actually take a look at it, how do you get it? It says locked. We're going to click on it and it's going to say complete the In the Name of Tomorrow narrative campaign to unlock this bundle. So what I believe is how you unlock it is you're going to click on the top left of your port, In the Name of Tomorrow. We're going to click that. And I assume you're going to have to complete all of these 4 chapters. Of course, I think they're pretty easy to do, I think. You just have to do the operations and you get stars in the operations. You unlock all the levels and you end up finishing chapter 4. And I believe if you finish it totally, maybe, you should be able to get a San Diego as well. So if you want me to cover a video on San Diego, do let me know. I will make a review on it if you so wish. And of course, there are some other ships I mentioned in the last video. I will be covering the Dutch Battleship and other ships, but today I decided to cover the Missouri. So that was it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. So big fan.